So what's the skinny on the Bronco being in the driveway? Did we get a new car? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a review on a 2024 Bronco Sport. It's sitting here in the driveway, and it's quite the little vehicle. I am quite impressed with it. It's been sunny today, and then we just had a flash storm before I got out here to video this, so excuse the wetness and odd obstacles on the Bronco. They're from our lovely tree. Anyways, this is a 2024 Ford Bronco. It is a nice little vehicle. Now, we've had a couple of these come out and play with us, and a couple of the bigger Broncos out on the trails and stuff. It is kind of cool. Now, I'm not going to really get a chance to take this off-road because it's a rental. And being a rental, I do have the insurance on it. I probably could take it off-road and not really have to worry about it. But, yeah, I'm not that kind of person. So, but we do plan on doing a few things with it and trying it out a little bit. Hopefully, before I take it back, there is a little trail I may take it through just to see how it handles on that. But I will tell you, on the road, this thing is beautiful. So as you can see, nice and clean. It's a good little vehicle, and who knows? Maybe we'll get. Maybe we'll replace the Mitsubishi with this thing. It is nice. We'll have to see what the wife thinks after she drives it. I'll admit, myself, I didn't know much about these Broncos. I've seen them. Like I say, a couple have come out on the trails with us. They seem like nice little vehicles. They are a little pricey, but they seem nice. This one here, we ended up as a rental. So we've got it just for a couple of days, and we're going to do, it's got to do some road tripping and a few other things. And like I say, if I can, I am going to try to hop it up onto a trail. But I do want to give a review on it, on the features it has and the creature comforts, because I am quite impressed on this vehicle. So some of the things it has are very nice dash, very funky. All you see is these and nothing else until you start the vehicle. It has push button start. It just has the key fob, no actual key, just the key fob. Unlocks once you get near it. Now this one has all your interval wipers and everything else. It also has the auto wiper, which is on now. So when it rains, it starts wiping the same as Sparky did. And if you don't know what Sparky is, go back and check out the videos. That was my Mitsubishi hybrid. So this has all the goodies: the power windows, power mirrors, power door locks, cruise control, touch control, volume control. It has a full menu in the center here. You control it right here. It has the full heads-up display here, which is pretty cool. And this is what it does every time you open the door when the key's not in. Other features of this one, it has the whole air conditioning heating system here. It's an automatic with low. You just push of a button. And it has goat modes. Now, I'll be honest with you right now, I don't know what goat modes are. I'm guessing it's for different styles of off-road. I'm going to have to look that up, and I will give you more information on that further in the video. It's got the electric brakes, parking brake. I'm not a fan of those. I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan of those at all. any vehicle. Just not really a fan of them. Other than that, there's a very nice dash, very easy to read. This hooks up to your phone via either a tether or Bluetooth. Again, gives you all your options, your phone, your apps, settings, everything else. You can play around with your Bluetooth, your phone, you know, all that kind of stuff. Vehicle informations, everything you want. You can 30 minutes max idle, rear occupants alerts, everything. Very cool, very thorough. So this was good. On the highway, it's peppy, not bad at all. I did find it, for me, a little gutless, like getting onto the highway. But when I was on the highway and had to overtake somebody, it performed quite nicely. I think one of the things I was missing was the sound, more so than the actual get up and go. I think it's very steady, very handles beautifully. A little stiff for what I would think off-road. You definitely get tossed around more than you do like in Moose, because the suspension is softer, so that it'll flex more. This one's a little more street-wise, which means it's a smooth ride in town. Handles beautifully in the corners, handles speed well, runs very smooth, very quiet. It has the auto. Now, I know you can turn that off, but it has the auto off, so when you pull up to a light and hit the brakes, this thing kicks off instantly. Doesn't even sit in idle for a second. It just shuts down, which I don't like, because it shuts everything down. And even the steering all of a sudden goes stiff. But if you twist the steering, it actually starts the car again. Not even taking your foot off the brake, just twist the steering. The car starts again. So that was kind of interesting. A few other things with it that I don't really fond of. Armrest in the center here. This guy here is a little, for my stature, a little too low. It's like way down here. Instead, I'm used to my truck, and with my truck, my shoulders like a little more relaxed. This has dropped quite a bit. Other than that, there's really not much I can pick at on this truck, or I guess it's an SUV. Since I've had it to play with, it is very good. As I say, on the highway, pickup, it performed very well. In town, off the light, again, still performs half decently. I'm just used to, again, the hybrid, so you get electric, which is like, you're gone like a shot, or the V8s of my other two trucks. So again, you give it even half a throttle, you're out of there. I actually launched the Ram one day. I had it on dry pavement, 4-wheel drive. I had come out of like some slippery, snowy shit, got on dry pavement, light went green, I hammered it, and when I stopped, I had to get my kidneys out of the back seat. So I'm used to that kind of performance. This doesn't have that to it, but that said, it's probably a whole lot better on gas. Other bells and whistles, it seems to have lots of lights, lots of different amenities to be a very comfortable family SUV, but yet has the capability to go and play off-road quite like a Jeep. I will say the ride is a little bit better than a Jeep. I've had a few, I've been in lots of them, up to the JK and the JLUs. I lost track of the letters. Anyways, some of the newer ones, there's still a kind of a bumpy, boxy feel. This has a very nice street feel to it, but I can tell that if you do take it off-road, it's still going to handle nicely. Now the back seat, the seats sit nicely, comfortable. There is a fair bit of leg room and lots of knee room. The seats sit quite high, so even if you're taller, you do have room for your legs in here with no problem at all. You got lots and lots of headroom. I mean, oodles. Tons of headroom. It's pretty good. Nice clean interior in this one. Center armrest with cup holders in the back, if you don't have your third person. Heating vents, USB chargers. all nice and neat. Cup holders in the door as well. Speakers in the door. Now this one's got the push in. You get your easy fuel. So no cap to deal with. It's actually seals itself. Kind of cool. Back here, you actually have door and glass written on here. Press this one, it just opens your glass. So you can just set your groceries in and go. If you want, you can pop your whole door, lift up, and there we go. Now, this little switch here is kind of cool. Turn this on, and it actually turns on these little lights right here that you can direct in or out. If you want to have a tailgate party, you got your tent off the back of this or whatever. If you're doing some overlanding, so kind of unique. You can tip it either way, and the light swings up at the back or out further. It actually has a spare tire with a jack and everything underneath it, and lots of little cubby space for all your other things, jumper cables and other utilities you want to put in here. Not too half bad. I like. Hayden noticed these little funky things. They're actually clips so that you can put your grocery bags in and keep them from sliding all over the place if you don't have other clamps. You have your seat clamps for your kid seats. Tie down strap here and one over there as well. Another interior light right there. Give you light. All kinds of little horse emblems all over the place. You have a 12 volt outlet right here. Very nice, very nice. Now this one, because it's from a rental, it doesn't have a hitch on it, but I'm pretty sure you can throw one on here without a problem. It would handle it. Does have the backup camera, of course. I think that's standard on all vehicles these days. These again are factory rims, but nice looking. Very, very clean. I think if you were going to beef up your tires and do anything else, you might want to change them slightly. But they look like they're half decent. I think pretty clean. Alright. There's our engine. Overgrown sewing machine. Not trying to insult. Actually, I was thinking this thing was gutless when I was driving it, as such, compared to my other vehicles. Then, my bad, I'll be honest, not a lot of research in this because we just rented it and I got a chance to drive it. This thing is actually a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder. It is only a little 3-cylinder engine. So given that, this thing is peppy. Knowing that there's only 3 cylinders in it, I am actually duly impressed. It has a lot of get up and go. I haven't had a chance to play with the goat mode yet, and but maybe I will get to. It does go back soon, so we'll see. But Ange has been driving it and actually likes it, so who knows? Maybe there'll be one in our driveway permanently. Another thing this has, I just noticed, it has the heated seats. So you got full tilt and then down below. That's definitely a nice feature. Although we are almost into May and I still need heated seats because the temperature went from 26 today to 7 right now. I will put in the Fahrenheits for you guys. Now, one of the options this thing has, and you see this little car in the lane here. I didn't know what that was until I was playing with it and realized it's lane keep. So I got a chance to play with it today while I was driving down the road, and it literally senses, especially the solid line more so than dotted, but it notices the lines and keeps you within them. I wasn't able to experiment too much because it's kind of busy on the road, but as I say, on the solid side, it did. Every time it got just, oh, no, you're getting too close. And you can feel it was just like somebody giving you a little nudge over, and it would correct itself. Kind of cool, a little unnerving that it's controlling itself, but yet kind of cool. Very unique. Now, I have not got to play with this, unfortunately. I don't. Maybe another time I'll have to rent one and play with the goat modes. But we did not get a chance to actually use that button today, or at all this week, actually. It's just been a pavement preller, which is fine. But it is a very, very, very comfortable car. Very enjoyable. The wife is now in love with it and is thinking of possibly getting one. So who knows? Maybe you'll see one in our driveway at some point. But it's definitely been a good choice to get something different to rent and try something out to get used to.